The most unique World Cup in history is just around the corner, and we're all excited to see which superstars are about to light up this winter's football festival. However, unfortunately, that will not be the case for all of the game's household names, as several of the world's most talented footballers will be forced to watch the fun and games from the comfort of their own armchairs, just like the rest of us. In this video, we have a look at 6 stars who will be missing out on all the fun for one reason or another, and will have to watch on as their fellow professionals enjoy themselves out in Qatar. Erling Braut Haaland did not qualify. 2 of the biggest names in the Premier League, and indeed world football, will be watching on from the comfort of their own homes in the northwest of England, one of which is the league's top scorer and standout player, Erling Haaland. The Manchester City goal machine has little left to prove on a personal level after another blistering start at his latest club, but will be absolutely devastated that he won't have the chance to do it for his country as he watches most of his City teammates take part in the World Cup. Alongside fellow Premier League star Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard, Haaland's Norway side finished 3rd in their qualifying group behind the Netherlands and Turkey, meaning the Scandinavians won't be going to Qatar. Haaland played just 6 games in the unsuccessful campaign, netting 5 times as his side won only half of their qualifiers, meaning they finished 3 points behind runners-up Turkey. This means Haaland will have to watch on in admiration as Romelu Lukaku gets to feast on Kevin De Bruyne's crosses, while he has to wait until the end of December to enjoy this luxury himself once more. Mohamed Salah did not qualify. The other massive Premier League player who also failed to qualify for this winter's tournament is Liverpool star and Egypt legend Mohamed Salah. Like Haaland, Salah is its country's talisman, but won't be there to lead his nation onto world football's biggest stage, following a heartbreaking playoff loss against fellow African giants Senegal. Just 1 month previously, Senegal had edged Egypt out in the final of the African Cup of Nations, but this was a ready-made chance for instant revenge for Salah and co. The Egyptian king was heavily involved in both legs, inspiring his nation to a narrow first leg lead after his shot rebounded off the bar, and on to unfortunate Senegal defender to give Egypt a 1-0 win in Cairo. But Salah tainted his hero status as the second leg came around. Senegal won the return leg by the same scoreline, setting up a penalty shootout where the Liverpool man missed from the spot, being partially put off by opposition fan lasers, leaving then Liverpool teammate Sadio Mane to send the AFCON champions through at the expense of Egypt. Salah and Liverpool haven't hit anywhere near their top form in the Premier League so far, and he must now endure a forced rest as he watches his Liverpool striker partner Darwin Núñez star in Qatar. Paul Pogba injured. Paul Pogba reached the pinnacle of world football in 2018 when he scored in the showpiece final as France secured their 2nd World Cup title. Fast forward 4 years and France will have to defend their title without their talismanic midfield star. It's been quite a fall from grace for Pogba since reaching the very top of the football world, as he's endured a very difficult 4 years. Having struggled to refine fitness and form at Manchester United, Pogba's back and forth career saw him leave Manchester to rejoin Juventus in the summer, in the hope that he can rediscover the magical form that saw him star in Russia. Unfortunately for Pogba, the injuries have followed him over to Italy, and a knee injury has ensured that he's yet to play a minute in his 2nd Juventus spell, and won't be starring for Les Blues this time around. In fact, the midfield axis of Pogba and N'Golo Kante, that won France the World Cup 4 years ago, will be missing completely, with Chelsea's midfield engine also a long-term injury absentee and set to miss the tournament in Qatar. Reece James and Ben Chilwell injured. Gareth Southgate's England side will be desperate to go one step further than their European Championships final loss this winter as they travel to Qatar for the World Cup. The England manager looks to be set on deploying the tried and trusted wing-back formation once again, but will have to do it without 2 of the best in the business, with Chelsea duo Reece James and Ben Chilwell falling to long-term injuries over the past few weeks. Right wing-back James was the first to fall foul of his fitness woes, picking up an injury to his knee ligaments during a Champions League clash with AC Milan, just as he was getting back towards his blistering best. Although he was initially not ruled out, James faced a race against time to be fit for the finals, and having not kicked a ball since picking up the injury at the start of October, he would have been rusty and short of match fitness if he was rushed back. It was finally announced that he would miss the competition just over a week before the tournament. It's a similar story for his Chelsea teammate, as the unfortunate Ben Chilwell has also been ruled out of a trip to Qatar. Having fought his way back from a serious injury last season, the left wing back was starting to regain his rhythm once again in 2022 and was ready to do battle with Luke Shaw to claim ownership of that spot in the England setup. Chilwell just can't catch a break, however, and Gareth Southgate would have been worried to see him clutching his hamstring in Chelsea's recent Champions League clash with Dynamo Zagreb, a game which was basically a dead rubber, as the Blues had already secured their place in the knockout stages. The worst fears were confirmed in the coming days, as a devastated Chilwell took to social media, confirming that a serious hamstring injury will keep him out long term, and will mean that he definitely misses England's World Cup campaign. A devastating blow for Chilwell and the Three Lions. Paulo Dybala, injured. Argentina are amongst the favourites ahead of this winter's showpiece, thanks to a star-studded roster packed with attacking talented players. It's set to be the last World Cup where we get to debate which of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the greatest players of all time. But one player who definitely won't be there to assist Messi is Roma star Paulo Dybala. The Argentine forward has enjoyed a second wind in his career under Jose Mourinho and forced his way back into Argentina contention after a fine start to his Calcio A campaign. Unfortunately, Dybala has been denied the chance to remind the world stage exactly what he's capable of because of a cruel thigh injury sustained while taking a penalty. Very unlucky. Compatriot Angel Di Maria also faces a race against time to be fit for the championships as the Argentines look to bring back that one missing trophy to Messi's personal trophy cabinet. Son Heung-min, injured. Plenty of nations have fitness worries hanging over the names of their star players, but none will have caused quite as much panic as the one that South Korea coach will have suffered if he was watching Tottenham's recent Champions League match against Marseille. He will have watched on in horror as arguably the greatest football player of all time, Son Heung-min, departed with what looks like a frightening injury. Son has undergone facial surgery after being forced to leave the velodrome early, having suffered 4 fractures to his eye socket. Although he hasn't been officially ruled out of the tournament, the injury sounds horrific, and he faces a race against time to stand any chance of participating in the big event in Qatar. It'd be an exceptionally cruel blow for Son and anyone connected with South Korea's setup if he was to miss the tournament with such a bizarre and innocuous injury. Thank you for tuning into our latest video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and watch our other content on the World Cup. See you next time.